Hey guys, what's up? My name is Claire. If this is your first time to my channel, okay, let's just go ahead and take a moment and appreciate what I just did. I'm very surprised with how good this look looks. Okay, so as you can see from the title, this is a makeup look that I've created inspired by the wet Kim Kardashian West Met Gala look that she goes for. She looks like she just came out of water. I really did, because I got in the shower, but then I created this look and I tried to really apply the highlight to where it was just booming. The eyes, I didn't have the exact same stuff that she probably used. I watched the Desi Perkins video to see what she did to kind of recreate it, and I didn't have all the products, but I did have some of them, and I do use some new products in the video today also. So yeah, this is what we end up getting, and I hope you enjoy. And if you want to see how I get this look, it's really not that hard, honestly, and it's so fun to see like the highlight and stuff come together. Like whether or not you want to create the eye look, the face look is looking flawless. Like, and I'm broken out right now, but you can't even tell. It just looks so wet and dewy, so I love it. So I'll see y'all. I will not see y'all. I will see y'all right now, because we're gonna go ahead and get started with the video. Okay, here we go. It's been so long since I've like sat down and filmed a video. This feels kind of weird, just like getting back into it. But so I already kind of did my brows just because like I wanted to get those out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like shape out my lid. We're gonna start with the eyes today, and I'm gonna go into my Hoola bronzer, just because like she's the one that always talks about how it's really good to use bronzer to shape, because it's not like as dark and harsh as like a regular eyeshadow. And so I'm just gonna kind of lightly shape out my eye. Kim does have like that halo eye, but it's not like a harsh halo eye, you know, because it's all looking like just kind of wet and you know, just kind of flowy. But we're just going to focus on putting bronzer kind of just to shape out the outer corner, and then we're going to kind of like leave the center top plain, and then we're going to go into like the inner area over here in the inner corner. And just, I'm gonna try and like look at the camera. As you know, like I have a different setup for the next couple of weeks, so it is like a little bit weird looking at my camera when like I don't have like a mirror or anything to look at. But so I'm just gonna kind of do light hands just to shape and kind of provide a little transition moment, and just leave all that center just kind of naked. So now I have that shape all out and everything. I'm going to use the color that actually Desi said that Mario said that he used on Kim, which is in the palette that they have together, and it's the shade Albanian, which is like this rich red color down here, and it's really pretty, and it's really deep. I've used this color a few times. It's normally not my go-to color. Like I typically don't do any kind of like red smoky eye, but I'm going in with my little dagger brush, as I like to call it, because it just allows you to kind of just like pack it in. And so we're just going to focus on kind of keeping that on the outer area and keeping the center nice and clean. And it does look a little bit messy, but that's okay, because I'm going to always go back in with a clean brush to kind of fan it out. And then we're going to take that same Albanian shade and kind of work it in the inner half. And just remember to leave that big center nice and clean, because that's where the sparkle's going to go. And that's where we're kind of struggling, because y'all know I'm in Ohio, and I did go by Walgreens this morning, but I didn't get any glitter, so we're about to like make it look like glitter. Now that I have those two shades together, I'm just going to go back into that fluffy brush from that bronzer and just kind of fan out around. And then I'm going to tap in a little bit more with the Albanian, just to make sure it doesn't look too choppy. We hate choppy. And I'm just lightly tapping in to a little bit more product every time. But we just want to make sure it looks nice and not too, again, choppy. Okay, next up we're going to go ahead and do the eyeliner on the top of the lid, and I'm also going to go ahead and line my top waterline. And I loved how Desi used this, because this is literally my favorite eyeliner. It's the 24/7 Glide On Perversion Liner by Urban Decay. And so first, I don't know if she did this, but I'm going to do this. I'm just going to line my waterline. And then I'm also going to gently line the top lash line, and it's not going to be like a wing or anything super thick. It's just going to kind of provide a little smoke action. Just kind of pushing it into the lashes is what she said she did. I don't know if I've said this already, but I didn't bring all of the makeup that I should have brought on this trip. So I'm going to take this brush. It's the Morphe M421 brush. It's typically what I use for concealer. And I'm just going to kind of smoke this liner down into the lash line. Just to kind of make it a little bit not so choppy and rough looking. So we're just going to kind of like pull it down. Okay, super flustering. I forgot to press record before I went ahead and went in with the center glitter. But to just kind of tell you what I'm doing, I actually just started and realized it. It just looks like I did a lot. But I did the Morphe M31 brush, and I took some Mario Badescu facial spray to kind of get it wet. And so I just spritzed my brush, and then I'm going back into that Mario and KKW palette, and I'm going into this first shade, 2008. And I'm probably going to layer several different highlight shades to kind of give it a little bit of glitter dimension, because that's what Mario said he did. And so the first one I'm going to do is this 2008, and I'm just kind of working it just up and out just to kind of make it look super glossy-ish in the middle. And then I'm going to go into this big brush that has nothing on it really, and just kind of fan it to meet the outer Albanian shade and make it look a little bit more blended action. I know I don't have a face of makeup on, but once I have a face of makeup on and I take pictures, I feel like it will look kind of wet. And that's not the, sorry, that was weird, but that's not the only shade we're going to go in. I'm also going to go into Heartthrob, and this is in the Kylie eyeshadow palette from her Valentine's Day collection of this year. Just got that all over my body. This one's a little bit looser, I feel like, and a little bit more translucent. Is that the word? I always mess up on that word on this channel. And just kind of pack this in the middle. I feel like this one gives a little bit of a more fierce shine, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to take a break with the eyeshadow. I'm probably going to come back and add some more other highlighting shades. And it's okay if you only have like one of those shades. It's not a big deal. It's just, sorry, I'm going to curl my lashes while we chat. Whatever highlight you have that are more like white and look glittery and glossy and just sheer, I feel like those will work best, and those just happen to be the main two that I have. But I'm gonna look, and I think I have another one I'm gonna add in a minute. Add some mascara. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise just to kind of get us some coats. And I don't know if I've mentioned yet, I do have a couple of new products. I went to Walgreens this morning because I realized I didn't bring any lashes with me to Ohio, and Sephora and Ulta are like on the other side of town, like 25 minutes away. So we're gonna just be using some I got from Walgreens, some drugstore ones, which they were really pretty. It took me a long time to figure out which ones I wanted to buy, but first I'm just gonna do my lashes with some mascara. And the lashes I got today, I just took them out of the box. These are only at Walgreens apparently. They are the Bring the Salon Home by Kiss Naked Drama collection in the shape or style Veil. I thought they were really pretty to be like drugstore, and so that's what I'm going to be using today. And I'm going to go ahead and apply these, and I'm going to let y'all know right now, with the setup I have right now, there's just no way that I'm going to be able to put these on camera with y'all being able to see. So I'm just going to put on some of my Dawe lash glue. Okay, so we're going to take a wee little break from the eyes, and I'm going to take that Mario Badescu facial spray. It kind of gives you like a little dewy vibe, and I'm going to go ahead and spritz my whole face with it. And like on the eyes and everything, so hopefully that'll even make it look a little bit more wet, because I just swallowed that. We're going not for matte today, we're going for dewy, which is something like I rarely do. Like y'all know I don't really do dewy. And then I'm also going to go into this primer water by Smashbox, and I'm going to spritz my whole face, including like eyelids and everything, just because we want it to look as wet as we can get it right now. For foundation today, the most dewy foundation that I have with me right now, the only one that will even remotely look dewy, is the Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage foundation. It's not like full-on dewy, but it's like enough, and it's in the shade Pearl. I can't really go out and buy a whole lot right now because I haven't gotten paid yet, and I haven't gotten paid from my old job either. Old job, that's sad. And payday is not from like a week from now, so we're gonna just use what we got, and I'm just gonna go in and blend all of this out with a beauty sponge. It's damp. I feel like once we really set the face with like more of that Mario Badescu stuff, it's really going to allow us to get that wet vibe, and it may not look as wet as hers does, but again, I'm working with what I got, guys. If you made it this far into my video, I would really appreciate you leaving me a comment letting me know other looks that you would like me to copy. Not necessarily from the Met Gala. This is probably the only one I'm going to do from that. But you're probably going to see a lot of makeup tutorials while I'm here in Ohio, just because I don't have, you know, access to my normal stuff. So this is probably what you're going to get the most of, but I really want to spend some time creating some really cool looks. I think I'm going to do like a bronzy cut crease eye look one day. I don't know, I haven't really thought a whole lot about it. I want to do something really colorful for summer. Okay, now that we have all that foundation blended out, I'm going to go into what I have left of my Shape Tape concealer, just because it's the lightest one that I have. My other one's a little bit more yellow than I would like it to be, and Kim always has that super bright under eye. This is in the shade Fair Beige, but it's like very light. And so I'm just going to really be dramatic under my under eye. I think this might be my last day with this tube. It's a little, it's time to renew. I'm so ready to get paid. Oh, it's gonna be so nice when my direct deposit hits next Friday. But I'm also gonna be saving money, so it's not gonna get too crazy in Sephora. So we're just doing my typical little highlight area thing that I normally do. Now we're gonna go ahead and take that and just blend that out with that same beauty sponge. It's just really going to provide us with a light under eye, nice and bright and pretty. Now I'm going to go into the Tarte Sculptor. It is in the shade 1. This is a cream contour. And I figured I would kind of like just start out with cream contour because I feel like it's going to be better than powder, because powder is going to make it look a little bit more matte and we want more dewy. So we're just going to do it in all of our areas, and this is a really good cream contour. And I'm going to go in that sponge again and just kind of blend it out, kind of focusing on bringing it upward and not downward. And it does take a minute to really blend out cream contour so it doesn't like look bad, because you don't want unblended cream contour. And then I'm going to take it around the face and kind of just blend it into the hairline. Before I do anything else, I need to go ahead and set this concealer so it doesn't start creasing, but you don't want to put too much setting powder on, just because we want to keep it, again, looking dewy. But I'm going to go into the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Y'all know this is like, has just been my go-to forever, and instead of like really baking with it with a sponge, I'm just going to take a little brush and just kind of tap it onto all the areas that we have concealer. You can't just like not set it. I've tried that so many times and it just ends up just creasing and falling off the face basically. And then we're just going to take whatever is kind of left on the brush and kind of dust it on all the other areas where we have concealer. Once again, I'm going to spray my face with this dewy stuff. It's not dewy stuff, I mean, I guess it is kind of the Mario Badescu. We just want to keep it looking nice and wet. And I'm going to spray again with that Smashbox spray. I feel like I do need a little bit of bronzer just to kind of deepen my face a little bit, because Kim has that nice, you know, beautiful contour that she's known for. And so I'm going to go into my Hoola bronzer and just kind of shape out alongside where we have that cream contour. If you're looking at her pictures, she also has a little bit, not super rosy look, but kind of a rosy look on her cheeks. And so I'm going to go in with a tiny bit of blush. And I'm going in the Casey Holmes Physicians Formula palette in the shade Copacabana blush. And I'm just going to add a smidge just to give me a little bit of color, because right now I got no color. I also got some new lip gloss we're going to use today. I'm going to try it out and it kind of stung a little bit, but that's what we're going to be using. Go ahead and spritz my face again. It almost would probably be good to just spray my face with water as much as I'm spraying on me. Before we finish the rest of the face, I want to go ahead and finish all of the eyes. And so the next step I'm going to take is just to line my bottom waterline with that Perversion liner that I love so much and that I've been using forever. Okay, and now that we have that liner on, I'm going to go back into Albanian in her palette, and I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a precise brush, and we're going to kind of just press it against the waterline, not the waterline, yeah, I guess the lower lash line on the outside. And then I'm going to go into a different little brush and kind of just smoke it out. But we want it to kind of be precise but also smoky, if that makes sense. Like I'm looking at her picture now and it does kind of go all the way across with Albanian, which makes it so pretty, and that typical old school Kim K smoky eye. And I'm going to add a little bit of mascara. Actually a lot of mascara, not just a little bit. It's really weird because my windows here, like it's the front yard basically, and there's people all outside like in the parking lot and stuff, so like people could easily see in here, so I gotta be careful when I open my windows, you know. Okay, the eyes are looking beautiful. I just gotta be honest about that. Like I just want to put that out there just so everyone knows. But now I'm gonna spray this little brush with that same spritzy spray, and then I'm gonna go into my Laura Mercier Highlight 01 Matte Radiance Baked Powder. This stuff, if you apply it right and if you apply it with a wet brush, it's so pretty. And this is not the only highlight I'm going to use. This is actually going to be like a base to the real highlight because this one's a little bit more matte, but this is just to kind of like do up my face a little bit because it is looking a little flat. This is just to kind of give me a little bit more dimension like on my cheekbones. As you can see, there's already like a huge difference if you kind of apply it low. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. And then I'm also going to apply it on the forehead because I was looking at the picture of like all the areas Kim has that look a little bit wet. But as you see, if I bring it down low, it's just really pretty. But that's not our highlight, y'all. We're doing you probably know the highlight I'm going to use because it's the highlight I use every time I want a booming highlight. It reminds me of like a Jaclyn Hill cheekbone moment, just so pretty. And then tip of the nose, we're really going to go in. Now we're going to go in with the Morphe M510 brush. This is a different highlighting brush. The other one was like from Target somewhere. And for the real highlight that we're going to use today is the Santorini by Kylie Cosmetics. It's just so pretty, and on top of like when you wet it, it just it always, like I've always said, this makes you look like you just took a swim. So we're going to apply this one a little bit higher and a little bit more fiercely, especially on the upper cheekbone. Like look at that. You can't deny that highlight. Same thing on this side. See, it just kind of just makes a huge difference. And Kim, her cheekbones in this picture that I'm looking at, they're kind of low, and I'm going to kind of blend it in with the brush that I used for my blush, just to make sure it's not, you know, looking too choppy. Y'all, look at this. I really look like plastic almost. And now I'm going to take that same Santorini highlight and I'm going to go on my eyelid with it also, on top of the other shades that I used. Like honestly, y'all, I normally won't be like, you need to buy this. Like normally I'm like, you can find like dupes for it so you don't have to. But this Santorini highlight, I believe it's $14. It's a loose highlighter from Kylie Cosmetics. Super well priced in my opinion. It's lasted me a year, and I've also dropped it on the floor and dumped half of it out on the floor. And somehow there's still some left. I don't even know how. And that was over a year ago when I did that. Which is crazy. Okay, that accidentally got all over my lashes. Oopsie. For the lip, it's going to be a little bit different than what I had planned today, but I'm using what I got, remember. I'm going to go into this lip liner, Deep Nude. It's by Victoria's Secret. I've had this for a while. It's really good though. And I'm just going to line my lips how Kim normally does, a little bit overlined. I'm just going to take like my pinky finger and kind of blend it into the lip. Because in the picture she does have like a ombre look going, and I don't want it to look too choppy. And then now I'm going to go into Baddest Beige by Maybelline. This is what Jaclyn Hill got me on. I'm just going to tap that around. And then to keep it from overpowering the lip liner, like especially in this top front, because I got a little carried away and kissed myself, I'm going to fix that. Okay, so I knew that this was going to be a glossy look, so I went to Walgreens this morning and I got two different glosses. They're new, they're by NYX, and they were only $7 a piece, and it was like buy one get one half off in Walgreens, and they are called Filler Instinct. And I got one that's called Let's Glaze. It's just a clear gloss. I put it on and my lips started tingling, kind of like the Buxom lip gloss, you know, that kind of like is meant to make your, why do I keep doing that? I keep messing up my lip. And then the other one I got is called Brunch Drunk, and it's like a rose gold color, and I think that's what we're going to use today. Just because it's so shimmery and glittery and wet. Oh, that's so pretty. And then I think I want to actually top it with that other clear gloss. I know this is probably going to mess up my clear gloss, but this will kind of make it look a little bit more wet because that was a little bit more glittery. This is just sheer gloss. I wish I could put this on my face. Again, one more time with that Mario spray. And I'm gonna let my hair down. So that is the finished look. I feel like I did a really good job considering the fact that I don't have glitter, I don't have whatever stuff he did to make her highlight. I just feel like this is my spin on it. This is a way to show that you can get her Met Gala look right at home with whatever products you have. Even though I did have a lot of the same products, but I feel like Kim Kardashian in a redheaded way. But yeah, so this is the overall look. Yeah, this looks really pretty. This highlight, like, even take away the eye look, I know that's very, like, I can't really wear this all the time, but the actual face is looking good. So we're gonna go ahead and call it quits here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe. Let me know what other videos you want to see on my channel, especially over the next month when I'm not at home. And yeah, I will see y'all soon, and have a great day wherever you are, and stay blessed. Bye.